Good evening. It is Saturday the 16th of March. We are now over halfway through Lent and nearing the time of Christ's Passion. We continue our evening worship from Love on the Cross, a series of stories, prayers and meditations for the evenings of Lent. Our opening music this evening was a version of My Song is Love Unknown by Christian Forshaw.
O God, make speed to save us.
O Lord, make haste to help us.
Let your ways be known upon earth.
Your saving power among the nations.
With all our hearts we come to worship you.
With all our minds we offer you our praise. With our whole being we honour you.
May all that we do and all that we say and all that we think and all that we are and feel bring glory to you, our Creator and our Redeemer.
Amen. We come now to this evening's first reading from chapter 26 of St. Matthew's Gospel. Those who had arrested Jesus took him to Caiaphas the high priest, in whose house the scribes and the elders had gathered. But Peter was following him at a distance, as far as the courtyard of the high priest. And going inside, he sat with the guards in order to see how this would end. Now the chief priests and the whole council were looking for false testimony against Jesus, so they might put him to death. But they found none, though many false witnesses came forward. At last, two came forward and said, "This fellow said, 'I am able to destroy the temple of God and to build it in 3 days.'" The high priest stood up and said, "Have you no answer? What is it that they testify against you?" But Jesus was silent. Then the high priest said to him, "I put you under oath before the living God. Tell us if you are the Messiah, the Son of God." Jesus said to him, "You have said so. But I tell you, from now on you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power and coming on the clouds of heaven." Then the high priest tore his clothes and said, "He has blasphemed. Why do we still need witnesses? You have now heard his blasphemy. What is your verdict?" They answered, "He deserves death." Then they spat in his face and struck him, and some slapped him, saying, "Prophesy to us, you Messiah. Who is it that struck you?" Thanks be to God.
We now listen to words from the hymn, My Song is Love Unknown, by Samuel Crossman. Why? What hath my Lord done? What makes this rage and spite? He made the lame to run. He gave the blind their sight. Sweet injuries, yet they at these themselves displease, and gainst him rise. They rise, and needs will have my dear Lord made away. A murderer they save, the Prince of Life they slay. Yet cheerful he to suffering goes, that he his foes from thence might free. Amen.
O Lord, who for us suffered cruel injustice and the mockery of cowards, May we be steadfast through the painfulness of life, to win with you the joy of heavenly life.
Amen.
Amen.
Join together now in the Lord's Prayer, saying,
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Almighty and ever-living God, you invite us deeper into your world, your people, your Lent. May this time be one of outward focus, seeking you in those we often ignore. Help us live a Lent focused on freedom, generosity, and encounter. Give us hearts hungry to serve you and those who need what we have to give.
Amen. At this evening hour, may the Christ who walked on wounded feet
walk with us on the road.
At this evening hour, may the Christ who serves with wounded hands
stretch out our hands to serve.
At this evening hour, may the Christ who loves with a wounded heart
open our hearts to love.
Amen.
Amen.